This tutorial is for first grade, Module 5, Lesson 1. This is our geometry module, and we'll be looking at different attributes or qualities of shapes. The directions here say circle the shapes that have 5 straight sides. So you can see we have lots of shapes with straight sides, but we need to find the shapes that have 5 straight sides. We can refer to these shapes as pentagons, although the students are not required to memorize the names of the shapes at this point, but it doesn't hurt to refer to them using the appropriate vocabulary. So I'm basically going to look for the pentagons in this group. So we have a 5-sided shape, and all the sides are straight, and here's another one, and one more. So these are all pentagons. Next, we'll circle shapes that have no straight sides. So those would be all of our circles and our ovals. And let's see, got that one. This one. I would not circle this shape because it says no straight sides. And this shape does have 2 straight sides, so we won't circle that shape. The next section says to circle the shapes where every corner is a square corner. What we mean by that is we're looking for corners that make right angles, and again, the students don't have to refer to them as right angles, but I'm going to take a square and show that I can place it in the corners of this rectangle, and that shows me that each of those corners is a square corner. So we'll start by circling that shape. And I'll grab my square again, and you can see obviously it's not going to fit in the circle because the circle doesn't have any corners. And if we move to this rectangle, I can fit my square into that corner, and the other top corner, and in the bottom corners. So all 4 corners are square corners, so we'll circle that shape too. Next, we'll see in the triangle that I can fit that square corner in the bottom corner of the triangle, but I can't fit it in the other 2 corners. So it's not every corner on the triangle that is square, so we won't circle the triangle. And then let's move to the pentagon, and you'll see even if I turned my square, it's not going to fit exactly in the corner on any of those corners on the pentagon, so we won't circle that one either. In section 4, it says to draw a shape that has 3 straight sides. I'm going to do this without a ruler, so I'm going to make them as straight as I can. So basically I'm drawing a triangle. And then in the second section, draw a different shape that has 3 straight sides. I'm going to draw another triangle, but I want it to look different than the first one. So let me draw it this way. And there are my 2 triangles or shapes that have 3 sides. In problem 5, we're given a group of triangles, and the question says what is the same for all of the shapes in group A? Well, we can see that they all have 3 corners, so put that first. They all have 3 corners, and they all have 3 sides, and I'll write that. One thing we want the students to get used to with the triangle is seeing the triangle pointing in different directions. If we always show students a triangle that points up, like this one, then they tend to think that this is the only shape that's a triangle. So that's why it's important to show triangles pointing in different directions, showing them long and skinny, short and fat, a variety of triangles, so they don't just think a triangle looks like this triangle that I drew over here. We want them to focus in on all the attributes of the shape.